What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Rusty and we are back truck driving in the RGN. If you guys did not watch my previous video, go ahead and watch it. It's going to explain a little bit why I'm here and why I came to in the middle of Mississippi. We are at pretty much a salvage yard, you can call it. They also sell trucks and everything like that. I'm standing beside a wrecked one right here. I'm going to explain everything real quick to you guys, but first, very exciting news. I bought a new Volvo. I think you guys already guessed what it is. It is for my rebuild, my 760 VNL rebuild I am doing back at home. This is the cab I've just purchased. We're gonna be doing some crazy things with this thing, so stay tuned. Make sure you smash like, subscribe. We're about to be loading this thing up, and then I'm gonna explain to you guys exactly where I got this thing from and exactly where I am. She's a long one, but we're gonna get her on here. Almost loaded. Gotta get it perfect, and it should be good to go. And that's how you do it, boys. We got her. I don't know if I said it. She's a 2020 760, no motors or trans, but you guys know my rebuild, I have one. So this is gonna be very interesting. Man, this place is awesome. Got a really great deal also. I'm gonna explain to you guys exactly how much I got it for. Probably not the real amount, but I will explain where I got it. Well, guys, she is loaded and ready to go. I'm gonna explain something real quick. The wheels, we had to take off the front because it would have been over height, and we had to deflate the rear ones. And then after we push it down, it'll deflate. It's gonna be exactly like, you know, 13.8. It's gonna be legal pretty much. We've done this a couple times and it is exactly, you know, almost the size of the regular truck. So where did I get this thing? We got it at Parker Brothers Inc. in Mississippi. Man, they have the nicest stuff. I mean, first of all, the customer service. The customer service was one of the best. I mean, they talked to me like a regular human being, unlike every other Savage place. And the deal I got, I'm not gonna exactly tell you the price, but I've got a pretty decent deal on it. Just the cab alone is probably worth that at least. They deal with used truck sales, also a bunch of parts, heavy duty recovery services. I mean, they have it all. Really great deals. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description about them. I mean, like I said before, it's just one of those things I had to wait 2 years for. I think you guys already know. I literally had to wait 2 years for this deal. I just couldn't stand paying 30, 35, 40 grand on auctions for a truck. This was not bought on the auction. This was bought straight off Googling, you know, and found them. So yeah, it's pretty incredible. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description about them. We almost got her tied down. We're gonna do our last measurements, make sure everything's all Gucci, and then we'll be ready to roll, obviously, and do the paperwork. It comes with a clean title, surprisingly, I know. But yeah, I'll explain more about that. Let's go do the paperwork, tie her up, and we'll be rolling out. We got 14 bridge right here, maybe on the middle. Hopefully it doesn't hit nothing. Should be fine. Yeah, it's good. Pretty much we're gonna be driving on these US roads for about an hour, hour and a half, and then we're gonna hit 22 back down to Birmingham and then Atlanta and then back home to Florida.
This is our last chance to leave it all behind. sense to leave it all behind. Raise your voice, raise your power, yeah.
Alrighty guys, we have made it to our shop, and as you can tell, we already offloaded it off the Lowboy RGN, and the truck is gone. It was parked right here last night. It's gone. We literally had to offload at 4 a.m. I'm still super tired. It's like noon and we barely had any sleep. I had to drive all night on that gearbox stick shift. That thing was super annoying. I just love the automatics. So yeah guys, this is what we got, and it is it is a couple $1,000s of scrap metal for some people, and it is treasure for others. For me, it is treasure. And what do we got here? This is my 2019 Volvo VNL rebuild. This cab right here was on that truck. If you guys remember all those episodes I did, the whole rebuild, I think it was like 10 rebuild series of this 2019 Volvo. This is pretty much gonna be progression for this 2020, and you'll see what we're gonna be doing with this thing. It's like super awesome. This 2019 Volvo, this is all covered up because the engine and stuff here is all fully rebuilt. Everything's ready to go for the new cab to be put on right here. This hood has been purchased probably 2 years ago, and yeah, my plans was just to buy a cab, put it on, and fix this 2019. But since I got this 2020 with a clean title, I don't know. There's a thing I might do, which I might take this engine and put it in this truck. So it'll be a 2020 truck with a clean title instead of a 2019 with a salvage title, rebuilt title in Florida. We already took off the hood of that truck, and yeah, it's damaged right here. The headlight is good though. It's the LED SN headlight. Some of the fairings I already took off. I need to go hide all these parts so it doesn't get deleted out here. And yeah, the first thing we got to do is pretty much check out this frame. Make sure it's not twisted, make sure it's not bent anywhere. In my eyes, it doesn't seem like it, but we're still gonna have to laser it and make sure it's not. By my eyesight, this rail right here looks like it's bent in that way a little bit, so it's not a big deal. So if anything, we're gonna have to straighten it out a little bit, but I think it's savable. I think this frame is good to go. And then this cab, yeah, there's a lot of work. This cab got hit right there, and this whole frame of the cab kind of got twisted this way a little bit. So we're gonna need to bend it out, pretty much do a bunch of measurements, and then make sure all the doors close pretty good, and then probably fix up these doors, maybe get new doors. The roof is the other major part of this truck, and yeah, it's not pretty. Pretty much it's missing one fairing right here, and this whole roof is gonna need fiberglass work 100%. So we got crushed in right there and right there. So yeah, it's not the prettiest, but it's not metal work. It's all doable. It's all fiberglass. It's actually not that big of a deal. It's all fixable. Most of these tires are good. We just had to flatten them, you know, because we were shipping it and the whole thing needed to be low, so we didn't have to have oversized load or anything like that. The rear end looks pretty good. The only issue I'm seeing is a bunch of these crazy scuff marks right here, but I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think that it's actually damaged in the rear. Like pretty much when these axles got shifted out of there. Let me try to show you, because I've already done a rebuild thing on my other Volvo. Yeah, so they popped out of these little sockets, and there's these little plastic bushings in there, and they all popped out. Yeah, they bent the shocks, but the frame itself does not look bent. We're also gonna have to laser the back, make sure everything's good. So we're just gonna have to make sure the frame is good, make sure that we can fix this truck instead of the 2019 one, swap the engine to this one. Or if the frame is bad, then we're just fixing this cab and putting it on a 2019 Volvo. So yeah, it's either or. Also, this is on the passenger side, a very important thing, that this frame right here in the middle isn't touched, and this DEF system is also not touched right here. This system right here complete is like $4 grand. So yeah, I'm glad that this didn't explode, the axle didn't explode and hit this. That's like sometimes when it happens, when especially when this tire blows out. This is plastic, this blows out and then it hits the DEF system, and the whole truck gets totaled almost instantly. So yeah, I'm glad that that didn't get damaged at all. The full interior is here, so that's a very good sign. That's exactly what I need. I needed the full interior. That glass is blown out right there, and yeah, I can see some sort of damage right there in that corner. Yeah, but that's okay. That takes off, that fiberglass gets fixed, everything gets put on right there. And then most of the parts from the engine bay is here. Underneath there, there's the old bumper. There's actually a right there, there's a, what is that, a Arkansas plate right there from the old, I guess the old company. They left it for me. That's nice of them. And also all this interior I have. So this fuse box, you have this little plate right here, the drive shifter thing right there, everything, the speedometer, I have everything. He gave everything to me, so that's also a plus. And yeah, hopefully the key's in there, because I totally forgot about that. Hopefully the ignition switch, yeah, I think they took that out, and then the key and everything gets plugged in, so everything should be all Gucci. This door kind of closes somehow a little bit. So what should I do with this truck, guys? Should I fix this 2020, swap the engine from my 2019 right there and fix this truck, or should I just take this cab off and put it on to my 2019 one? See, it's 50-50 for me. This chassis right here is ready to go for a cab, and it's good, and I can start it up and go on a trip right away. No, yeah, not really. But this one needs a lot more work. It needs the front radiator stuff I can get from that one. I can swap over to this. It needs the whole rear ends worked on. It needs all the leaf springs, all the little pins, all the new U-bolts, everything like that. The rear end should be in good condition. Yeah, and just swap the engine into here, fix the cab. I don't know, it's 50-50. Let me know in the comments what I should do. I have a lot of options here. I'm just ready to get to work and get this truck fixed, or trucks. Pretty much I have 2 frames, 1 cab. So yeah, I got choices. So I appreciate it for watching, guys. Stick tuned to this rebuild. It's gonna be an awesome one. It's gonna be at least, I'm thinking, another 10 episodes until it's fully complete, and it's gonna be on the road running and driving. So yeah, this rebuild process is gonna be fixing the cab, fixing the frame, bondo, paint, putting in back in the interior, putting everything on, making a truck run, having another, maybe buying another truck, fixing the other frame. There's just a bunch of stuff to do. So make sure you smash like, subscribe, and stick tuned for more videos. Deuces.